Jill Biden is back in the news today because she's out trying to work the talk show circuit selling her new book. One of the big exposés in her book is that she thought Joe Biden was having a stroke during his disastrous debate with Donald Trump.
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Well, this sent the whole Democratic Party and CNN into an apoplectic fit. They can't believe that the Bidens are back in the news, and they can't believe that Jill Biden is hawking her book with a disastrous debate that tanked their 2024 election chances. So let me show you just how fake CNN is, specifically their lead commentator, Abby Phillips. She's going bonkers over Jill Biden and this story. But she was also, meaning Abby Phillips, one of the key people that covered up Joe Biden's mental state during his whole presidency. So first clip, let's transition to CNN losing their minds over Joe Biden.
Tonight, a stunning admission from Jill Biden about her husband's debate performance. Take a listen.
Were you horrified as you saw it unfold?
I wasn't horrified. I was frightened because I had never, ever seen Joe like that before or since. Never.
Or since?
Yes. Or
You've
since.
never seen him like
Never.
that?
No.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. I mean, as I watched it, I thought, oh my God, he's having a stroke. And it scared me to death.
So again, I'm going to pause this just for a second before we get to the reaction from Abby Phillips, because it's just perfect. But you need to wake up. You have to see the planned messaging that CNN has been a part of the whole time, and the planned strategy that Dr. Jill Biden has been executing the whole time. All of this is a farce. It's a farce on Jill Biden's part. It's a farce on Abby Phillips and all of her panel's response. Let's get to that response.
That interview comes just weeks before the release of the former First Lady's new memoir, and it's the first time that we've heard her express any concern about that debate that ultimately ended Joe Biden's 2024 campaign. But that stands in stark contrast to what Jill Biden had to say just moments after the debate.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts. And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Why?
So again, if Dr. Jill thought that Joe was having a stroke during that debate, why are they at this gala and why are they at this fundraiser? She should be with him at the hospital. So we know that it's a lie. We know it's a farce. But watch how CNN, and ask yourself why they're trying to now expose Jill Biden as a fraud.
Even Joe Biden seems a little amused by that clip. Jamel, okay, your instant reaction to the Jill Biden.
You know, we talked about this a little bit in the last segment. When you lie to people right to their face, they have a tendency to not trust you. Mm-hmm. And, you know, a lot of people knew something was wrong with Joe Biden. I went to a dinner in Detroit, an AACP dinner. He was the guest speaker. His speech was great, but seeing him just make the walk to the stage, I was concerned. I was like, hey, this dude doesn't look right.
So did she say anything at the time? No, absolutely not. None of the Democrats said anything at the time. And let me prove it. Because the commentator, Abby Phillips, off to my right here, she has a history of covering up for Joe Biden. So let me set this clip up and first off call out the awesome account on X, Western Lensman. He put this montage together. This is Abby Phillips from CNN in 3 different time periods, and you're going to see how she was covering Biden's tracks the whole time.
The November choice is between 2 old men. We know that. But tonight I want to talk about the Joe Biden that Republicans want you to see and the pipeline of videos that aren't telling the full truth. Now, those videos are probably right now clogging the public consciousness as Americans start to think about their votes. The RNC wants to weaponize questions around Biden's age. Isn't it possible that things have changed? He, like every other human being, is aging. And that process of aging, it seems, is having an impact on his ability to do the job. The autopsy that the Democrats didn't delve into that, but it should.
Yeah.
What kind of political system covers that up and makes it okay to lie to people about what everybody knows is true?
So again, Abby Phillips and CNN were part of the plan the whole time. You see her going through her progression, and now this dissection of the 2024 loss that she gets to in the most recent clip. She just doesn't understand why anybody wasn't honest. Well, you weren't honest, and CNN wasn't honest. Jill Biden's not honest now, and as the lady in the earlier clip said, if you lie to America's face, they won't trust you. And that message really is what this autopsy and what Jill Biden and what CNN and Abby Phillips is all about. They've yet to be honest with their roles in the propaganda and the misrepresentation of the whole Biden campaign. They seem to be shocked and surprised where they got decimated by Donald Trump at the polls in 2024 when they skipped the whole democratic process. Remember, the DNC selected Kamala Harris. She wasn't elected by any of their bylaws. They just moved Joe Biden aside and put Kamala Harris in. She got 0 votes by the voting members of the DNC. She was just put in place. She was installed, just like Joe Biden was installed. So this is the state of the Democrat Party. They're aghast at anybody who would misrepresent or lie, but they're actually the biggest offenders. They're totally confused as to why they lost in 2024? Well, the answers are quite clear. You lied to America to our face, and we don't trust you anymore. And I think the other part of this autopsy and where the party is, the Democrats, that is, going into the midterms, is that they've been hijacked by the progressive left. There are no more moderate positions of the Democrats. The days of Democrat Party messaging and Republican Party messaging overlapping in the middle, it's gone. So this fight for the independent voter, which is really who's going to win any of these elections, the Democrats have aborted and turned left and gone more radicalized in their messaging, in their vision, and in their policies. This is something that America is noticing. The Democrat Party has left the blue-collar voter and has left the moderate positions. So who's up? The independents move right, and that is why Donald Trump got his mandate. And that was never mentioned in any of the strategy reports on why the Democrats lost in 24. So this is where we are. This is the state of the Democrat Party. They're still lying. They're still covering their tracks. They have no vision, no candidate, and no message to America that's resonating. They're in full panic mode, and they're going to have big problems going into the midterms. If you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. It helps us a lot, gets the algorithm to put this video out in front of more people. And if you've yet to subscribe to the Chris Locke Show, we'd love to have you. We put America first, we put God first, and we put our country first. This channel is for you if you value those 3 things. We'll see you in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Chris Locke Show for the latest America First news, conservative commentary, and the stories that mainstream media refuses to cover. These 2 videos right up here, they're going to be next. Pick your favorite. I'll see you over there.